I'm done.
All right, go away, you sad little man. All right, he loved the iPad as much as jihad. I had to make it rhyme. I speak of the Iraqi-born Swede who's suspected of setting off explosions in Stockholm on Saturday, killing himself, yay, and wounding 2 others, boo. The 28-year-old Timur al-Abdali had been carrying pipe bombs and a backpack full of nails, but it's unclear why it all blew up within an area with so few people. His motives, however, were clear. Right before the attack, he emailed this audio message to news organizations.
We are not a lie or imagination. We are for real and do now exist among you, Europeans. So stop your drawings and stop your drawings of our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Draw your soldiers from Afghanistan, and no more oppression against Islam or Muslims will be tolerated in any way or any means.
So Michael Jackson was a terrorist? So what do we know about this jerk? Well, according to his Facebook page, his interests were, I love my Apple iPad, sign of terrorist, and Islamic Caliphate State. Kind of similar. And in a recent profile on an Islamic dating site, he said he studied sports therapy at a British university and that he was looking to get married again. Quote, my wife agreed to this.
Well done.
For I know. For more, we go now live to our Stockholm bureau chief. How could you bomb anybody when you're that happy? Hey, Chris, are you surprised that he had an iPad? Or is it just like those people?
Well, the first I heard of it was when you made the bad rhyme. And I have to say, it did surprise me.
It did. It did.
It seems like an extravagant expenditure when this is where you're going to end up.
Yeah, it's true. Why Sweden? You know, Sweden's trying to say that it's all England's fault because the guy was educated in England.
That's what I don't get that at all. Like Muslim extremists have the worst PR strategy. Like one of at least. It's got to go like Kim Jong-il, Mel Gibson's answering machine, Islamic extremists, and then Charlie Sheen's liquor cabinet. Like those have to be the top 4 like worst PR. Like it's like this Sweden. Like why? Like you just want to go. Those were the last 700 people that put up with your douchery.
Yeah.
And like now you've really gone and done it.
Because one of them was a cartoonist, or one of them had printed the cartoons, or maybe it was just because of the IKEA furniture, which keeps falling apart.
That is a good point. That has been one of the primary angles out of this story. Sweden trying to distance themselves. Like it's much better if it's England's fault and not Sweden's fault.
Here, I got a question for you.
It's a weird, bizarre thing the media is doing.
The wife didn't know. Okay, so he was always away on business.
The wife is always the last to know.
Exactly. What would piss you off more? Okay, finding out that your husband was having an affair, or in jihad? Be honest.
Finding out that I was married and didn't know it. No, I mean I think the affair would be a personal, infliction.
Yeah.
The jihad has nothing to do with me. Really.
Jihad on the heart.
It is. It is.
Bill. Let's face it, every one of these guys follows a distinct pattern. They go to a mosque, this one in Luton.
Get an iPad.
They get an iPad. They're radicalized, then they make extremist statements. Then the people at the mosque go, yeah, we saw him making extremist statements. We kicked him out, or we yelled at him. He ran out, but then they didn't report it.
Well, but the other thing that I think we can add to this list, because I don't hear recordings of these guys a lot, is if they talk like a eunuch. If they've got a really high feminine voice, watch them.
Yeah.
They've got something to prove. They were clearly beat up a lot as a kid. You know, his wife beat him up.
Yeah.
So one of the things on his Muslima.com thing was probably like, girl, that's not very strong. You know, because the wife probably takes him down. Like, this guy has a bone, he's got something on his shoulder. He was angry. He was angry.
You know, but he blew himself up.
Yeah.
And there ain't no 72 virgins for him. That's
we don't know
also
that.
failed.
We don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, these terrorists failed. Like, he was supposed to actually get to another destination, but blew up before he got there.
He could have killed a lot of people. All right, we got to move on. Coming up, should we be cannibalizing the homeless? Essie Cupp discusses her new book, Cannibalizing the Homeless. Really a heartless woman.
Yeah.
So what does Snooki and New Year's Eve have in common? Well, apart from blackouts, not much else. No one could have thunk he'd take the man's junk. Yes, an enraged German man, is there any other kind? Castrated his teenage, it's true, castrated his teenage daughter's 57-year-old boyfriend with a bread knife. Said the package-stealing dad, I received a phone call anonymously that my daughter was involved with a guy 40 years older than her. They said I couldn't stop him, so I did. I saw it as my duty as a father. Indeed you did, sir. Indeed you did with that cute little bread knife. Hope you didn't put it back in the rack.
No.
That would be bad. Anyway, he's since pleaded guilty and will be tried for attempted murder next year. Naturally, we must discuss this in our lightning round, aka
Stories we sort of liked, but not enough to include earlier in the show, but still wanted to talk about, so let's really quickly do them now.
Jesse, Dad of the Year or what?
Yeah, I think he's pretty great. I mean, all dads are worried about their daughter getting pregnant, and some will give an awkward condom speech to the boyfriend. But this guy ensured that wouldn't happen. I think that's great.
Yeah. Chris, it's creepy to have a teen girlfriend when you're 57. I know. But did he really deserve this?
Not only did he not deserve it, but with a bread knife.
Yeah.
Bread knife is sawing.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not slicing.
It's like 127 hours, but on your penis.
Oh, yeah.
That
That's
sounds
actually
pretty awesome.
a great
Yeah,
first-person novel.
Yeah. Bill, as a castrato, what can you give this guy any advice in the coming years?
Yeah, what are you thinking? I've got 3 illegitimate daughters, proving I'm not a castrato. Lunesta, Cervix, and David. And I tell all of them, the older the dude, the better. Only caveat, they gotta be rich.
Yeah.
The last leech that Lunesta brought home, he's still there, Greg, and he's as old as I am.
Yeah.
Will not leave the couch.
All right,
Lunesta.
Should he go to jail and for how long?
Probably, yeah, and probably for a really long time. I just want to know where is the junk?
Yeah, that's true.
And
No
what
one
they
He took
ever
it
brought
with
that
him.
up.
He took it with him.
What did they carry?
But where
it in?
is it? Where is it currently right now today?
You know, SC,
I need to
really,
know.
if you really want that, I have some friends that still are connected.
Specialize
Yes.
in that. Okay,
Yes,
good.
It makes
All right,
for excellent
Just go to the
Literally.
internet and type in German and balls. I don't know if anything's going to come up.
That's right.
Yeah. Your computer will
It's a lot of
explode.
football players, trust me. I know. MTV says it plans to put Snooki inside a ball that drops in New York's Times Square as part of its New Year's special. Other members from the Jersey Shore cast will lead the crowd in a collective fist bump in the hopes of breaking a world record. Chris, best idea of all time or second best idea of all time?
I think best idea of all time, but I just don't know why they didn't think of it earlier. Like,
Yeah.
why is Snooki the first person they're doing with this?
Yeah.
Why not, like, Gallagher or Carrot Top or someone who, like, if they fell to their death, it would, you know.
Yeah. It would be a legend. Snooki is an American hero, right, Jesse?
No, you told me to say what's on my mind, and she looks like an orange Danny DeVito. That chick, she looks like a Goomba Loompa. I don't know why. Anybody?
Nicely done.
Thank you.
I like that.
You've just written a New York Post headline for New Year's Eve. Bill, will you be watching this while home alone on New Year's Eve?
I will be home alone on New Year's Eve. Sadly, they've cut off the power, so no TV for me. I got candlelight.
Essie,
No worries.
are you glad Snooki has become such a huge role model for the young American woman?
You know, I like Snooki.
So do I.
But you know who's pissed? Anderson Cooper.
Yeah.
He doesn't get to drop in any balls. Well, not, on television.
Oh, you're terrible.
What are you talking about? That's
You make
probably
me
accurate.
sick to my stomach. I worry for her safety. I have to say that if
Yeah.
something goes wrong, we're going to lose the star of Jersey Shore, and I don't think that's wrong. And I don't think you should be playing with the lives of Snooki. I don't. All right, last
more
topic.
than
After a video of Miley Cyrus smoking a bong packed with salvia surfaced on Friday, sales of the herbal drug are way up in California. Apparently, the video has also renewed discussion on banning the drug in California, which is already illegal in 15 states. Essie, I go to you. Wasn't that really weed in the bong? Isn't this whole salvia thing BS?
I don't know, but I can't believe Miley Cyrus has introduced us all to an awesome new drug. I never thought it would be her, of all people.
I don't
Miley.
know. Okay, Jesse, I think that she was smoking pot, and because salvia is legal, they don't want her to get in trouble, right?
Probably. I mean, I think is the most pissed about this, or should be, Leif Garrett, right?
Yeah.
Because he was also like a teen superstar. And sure, so he sells his sister's furniture to buy heroin 5 or 6 times. We crucify him for that.
Yes.
Meanwhile, Miley Cyrus is off on her 18th birthday hallucinating like Hunter S. Thompson with bird flu.
Legally.
And, yeah, legally. And everybody's like, oh, I got to get me some of that, you know?
You think this drug's for real? I don't think it is. I think it's exaggerated.
I hadn't really known a lot about it before this happened, but I think it's for real because I think she was really high, and I think she is a terribly annoying person when high. I think that's the takeaway from the whole
Yes.
story.
You
Is that,
know
like,
she
if you
is.
got high with her, you would leave the room. even if there was
Yeah.
food in it.
That would scare kids straight.
From my experience, all 18-year-old girls who are high are irritating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Because all they do is, I'm so high right now.
Yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
messed up.
Well, you know, that's why you... Well, anyway.
No.
Hey, Bill, what drug would you recommend for Miley at this point?
Roofie.
Terrible.
Yeah, she's 18, Greg.
Bill, terrible.
She's 18.
Apologize.
Her dad, if you want to, I apologize to Roofie corporate.
No.
Her dad is. If you want to know what happened with her, look no further than her dad, whose disciplinarian act after this happened was to go on Twitter and say, "Y'all, it's out of my hands. I wasn't with it when it happened." He actually tweeted this, and you know she's on her own now.
You know, teen stars, they just follow the same steps over and over again. It never ends, and I feel bad for them. Not really. All right, that's it for the lightning round. Time to take another break. Coming up next.
I used to walk 20 miles in the snow to log on to the internet. Nowadays, things are much simpler. I can access the internet right from my house.
Instead of connecting our phone line to the telephone, we connect it to the computer, like this. Welcome to the Real People's Guide to the Internet. I'm Cindy.
And I'm Greg.
I thought you could send letters and pictures through the internet.
Email works just like the regular mail system. It uses addresses and return addresses.
Oh, the mail slot.
It is important to remember that web pages may take a long time to appear on the screen.
Address bar? What is that, some kind of singles joint? Like, hi, welcome to the address bar. How are you? Come on in, take a load off. You're looking good tonight. What's your sign? Oh, my God.
That was my roommate, Steve. He has a webcam shaped like a shampoo bottle. Hey, you know who to close things out with the post-game wrap-up from TV's Andy Levy? Kind of a jerk. See clips of... Time to go back to TV's Andy Levy for the post-game wrap-up.
Thanks, Greg. Hey, Chris, there's some good stuff in New York Magazine's Reasons to Love New York issue.
Yeah, so there are some good things. It's on stands today. It's my favorite issue of the whole year, so everyone should go pick it up.
What do you got in there?
I wrote about Lindsay Lohan being a reason to love New York, contrarian, and Matt Lauer, and a whole bunch of other things.
All right, I like it. Essie, where are you writing this month?
Well, I have a column in Town Hall magazine that somehow manages to tie the 1943 Bengal famine into a Christmas tale. Warms the heart.
Yeah. Jesse, where are you going to be this weekend?
I'm doing LOL Comedy Club in San Antonio, and on the 19th there's a special show. I'm doing a recovery comedy show because I don't drink anymore.
Hey, is that anywhere near the LMFAO Comedy Club?
What you did is funny.
FL.
I didn't name it. I'm just going. I've been invited to perform there,
Right?
so I will.
Yeah, no, you should.
This Sunday, the 19th.
Good for you.
Is recovery comedy fun?
It is fun, yeah. I tell jokes about sobriety, but you don't have to be sober to go.
Are there any comedians who aren't recovering alcoholics?
Yeah, there's the ones who are about to become recovering alcoholics. There's a lot of those.
If they live long enough.
Bill, anything you want to plug?
I will plug Pete Dominic's Sirius show from 10 to something, I believe, 3 to something. The reason I do is because my brother Alfred Schultz just got the job as producer on there. Yes. Only took him 4 years to find a job, Andrew. Unbelievable.
Nice to have someone in the family be successful.
Oh, you know what? I set you up, and you're accurate.
Yeah. You know, it'd be great if it wasn't actually in cement yet, like there were other people vying.
Yeah, and I jumped the gun. Yeah.
That'd be great. Really funny.
I'll be on Willis Report tomorrow around 5:35.
Stop bragging.
Boo.
All right. Thank you, SC, Bill Schultz, Chris Rouser, Jesse Joyce. I'm Greg Gutfeld. I shall see you next time.